Rick is a fan of yours, Jonna. He's been listening to your segment every week, and he asked us if he could come on and solicit your advice for some legal issues he's going through.
It's a great idea.
I'm not sure that that's exact. Actually, I wanted to do it off air, and you're the one that. Yeah.
What about this? We'll just call you anonymous. We'll just say we got this anonymous letter. Okay.
Yeah. So now you recently moved here. You're not originally from the Hudson Valley, right? And that's been causing some issues for you.
Well, it's some concerns because I'm trying to do the right thing, and I went online and I looked to see, I have to change my driver's license and I have to change my vehicle registration. And there are some requirements. You need to have like a utility bill with your new address on it to prove that you actually are a New York resident. That all takes time. And there was some clause in there about you need to do this within 30 days. So my question is, what happens if you don't do it within 30 days?
Good question.
That is a very good question. But first, let me begin by asking you this question.
This is the grilling part.
I told you were going to get grilled, yeah.
Is Rick your real name?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
You should have said no.
Right. So I am going to call you Bob, just so we can preserve confidentiality. Okay, Bob? All right, Bob, how long have you lived in the area?
Just over a month now, so it'll be about 6 weeks.
Okay, where did you move from?
Pennsylvania.
Do you have any intention of moving back to Pennsylvania?
Don't answer that one.
That's a bad question. Is that off limits?
It all depends on how the segment works out, Jonna.
Actually, it's a no-brainer. No intentions at this point.
Okay. All right. So the short answer is, and this is actually easy. So you are required to change your driver's license and the registration of your vehicle. The weird thing is there's two different time frames. You're supposed to change the address on your driver's license within 10 days of becoming a resident of this fine
10
state.
10 days?
Wow.
Yes. And your registration, you get a little longer. You get 30. Now, here's the problem. And a lot of people either don't realize this. Number one, changing your address at the post office, to have your Pennsylvania mail here, doesn't cut it. You got to do it through the DMV. But the catch-22 is, or actually maybe the benefit is, it's kind of hard to get caught, right? So what ends up happening is you're going to get popped for something else because you look like a speeder to me. I'm not going to lie. You look like you got a little bit of a lead foot. So you're going to get popped for something else. And then, when you're handing your license and registration, the police is going to say, well, you're not in Pennsylvania, you live here, and then you're going to get caught that way. Another thing that happens is, let's say you do get a ticket for anything. The police will usually put on your ticket the license that's on the address that's on your license. Where does that go? That goes to the court. What does the court do? They notify you at that address. They don't try to hunt you down. So if you miss a notice from the court, you can end up in a whole heap of different trouble.
This is not making me feel happy.
No, this is not good news at all.
No.
Was there ever a time, because I kind of remember doing this many years ago when I moved, actually taking a pen, crossing it off on my license and putting the new address in. And
they used to have that on the back. You used to be able to fill it in there.
That was okay back then, right?
Because Robin and I are old enough to have seen not just the paper licenses, but the stone tablet licenses. Yes. We're both old enough for that. And when we had paper licenses, you could do that. Nowadays, actually, there's a paper you can fill out and kind of literally just stick to the back of your license. But sometimes the police won't catch that. And it doesn't really officially change your driver's license. It's just enough to kind of keep you out of warm water. So, and if you don't do it and you get caught, now you're going to be paying money. Like, I don't think it costs anything to change maybe $10 most to change your information with the DMV. But if you get caught doing it, it's going to cost you like $75, $90. And the longer you don't do it and get caught again, it's going to go up more. And then here's the other thing that people don't realize. Even though these are violations, meaning they're not crimes, technically in our fine state, you can go to jail for 15 days. That's 15 days that you can't keep your eye on these guys.
In addition to having to pay that, because $90 in radio years is like a lot. $3,000
is a lot. Now, I've never had a client go to jail for a traffic ticket, but if you became sort of a recidivist, You never know.
Wow.
You know?
No, well, there's some clause there, too. You have to prove that you're a New York resident with a utility bill.
Well,
and
yeah,
you're
they just
not
don't
going to get
want
that in 10 days.
They don't want people coming here and taking advantage of all the wonderful New York laws
High
that we
taxes,
don't
though.
have, right? So yeah, but you must. Do you have electricity where you're running water? You get all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's not so hard then to get a little piece of mail, or here they must have your correct address here.
And you want to do what do they call the new ID now that you're going to be using?
So the enhanced ID, we all have to do that before October of 2020.
Right.
Yeah, so you might as well get it all done in one fell
Exactly
swoop.
my thought.
You know.
So we won't be seeing Rick for a few days.
Yeah.
Right, but that's good. While the cat's away, the mice will play, right?